Maybe now it's time for everything to come out. Welcome to Attraction Manifestors. My name is Lynn Mayu. I'm an intuitive and I use manifestation techniques to solve social, economic, and political problems, currently focused on ending fascism in the United States of America. I really appreciate all of you guys that came out to watch the last video on the Epstein files. I got like 787 views, which is like 7 times more than my next most popular video. So wow, don't know what the universe did, but thank you all for the great comments, for coming to check it out. So I had dreams on November 5th and 6th that came out to be about the election interference. Now, if those who don't know me, I am one of the 4 a.m. club people who woke up at 4 a.m. on the day after the election last year, knowing that something was wrong. All of the energy to me said that Kamala was going to win, and then when the result was not that in the morning, kind of crazy, and that got me really on the path that I'm on now. Now, if you don't believe that the election was interfered with, that's fine. This video is, well, you can watch it anyway. It's all good. We're going to manifest because I don't know for sure that it was interfered with, right? Like, we don't know because we don't have the data. There are lawsuits that have been filed by Smart Elections in Rockland County, New York, and then a new one by Election Truth Alliance in Pennsylvania, which will be to get Pennsylvania to audit the votes, do a hand recount of the votes in that state. So we'll see what happens there. I'm really excited about the possibility of what could come out in these lawsuits. Most of the psychics that I have been following have been saying that it's not going to be the election interference that ends this regime. Some people are saying that they will stay in here for all 4 years. Some people are saying that it's going to be the Epstein files. Some people are saying that he's going to die in office. Doesn't matter. But I'm putting my energy towards truth coming out, right? The truth of what happened. Wow, I've got a timer. Let me just shut that off. I don't know why I did that. So yes, that is the goal here. I want to manifest that the truth would come out, whether or not the election results were manipulated, and that we would know this, like, very soon. And I know they're still messing around with that Epstein situation, but the universe is moving. We'll stay on it. So there's that. Okay, so I want to tell you the the write-up of the couple messages that I got, the dreams that I had. So November 5th, it was someone broke into my house and they were stealing something. I called the police and my girlfriend fought the burglar, but the police didn't come and the burglar won the fight. Now I was alone with the burglar in an alley, but I still prevailed with my words. So the way that I take that to mean is that something was stolen from us in 2024 and nothing was done about it, but we still have power. As I always mention on these videos, it's the power of life and death is in the tongue. So when you speak, the words themselves have power to manifest, to cause like angels to move, spirits to move. I mean, yes, physical action is definitely necessary, and that's why these lawsuits have been filed. That's our physical action we can support and donate to Smart Elections or Election Truth Alliance if you want to take any physical action towards, or even just getting the word out if it's something you believe. If it's something you don't, I mean, fight for what you do believe. It's all good. But the words speaking out of our mouth is very important and very powerful. It drives me crazy when people who are on the left are saying, like, no, like, we're doomed, we're cooked, everything's going to be, like, I can't stand it. I will not allow myself to speak that way. Definitely not trying to manifest myself into World War III, and I don't know why. I do know why. I mean, it's very culturally ingrained to really, like, speak the negative, do that negative future casting. So yeah, we're not doing that here. So the words will have power, and we'll speak words in this video that will have the power to cause those results to be unlocked, the truth to come out, and for us to receive the truth about that election. When I went back to read my journals from like November 2024, I saw something crazy, which was that on November 4th, which is the day before the election, I had a dream about like red counties changing to blue, or no, blue counties changing to red. Blue counties changing to red was what I dreamed about. I didn't like that, so I didn't give it any thought. And I actually forgot all about it even after the election. But when I went back to read it, I was like, holy crap, like the universe told me exactly what was going to happen, and I just disregarded it. So that was kind of crazy. You don't have to believe me on that, but I'm just saying. So then November 6th, this year, last week, the dream said someone was cheating and we knew they were cheating. The person had J.D. Vance vibes. With God's help, we were going to move forward on a plan to expose them, but it would be dangerous. So that's what gets me. I'm like, because it probably will be dangerous to expose. If there was interference with the election in the most powerful country in the world, that is kind of a wild and big accusation to make. And if it is true, whoever did it has more power than our country does and will definitely fight back. So, first of all, let us have it that there is protection from the universe onto the United States of America. Let our nation and our people be protected in Jesus' name. Draw a circle of protection around everyone in our nation, that this interference, that if there was election interference and the truth comes out about it, that we are not harmed, that we the people are not harmed in any way when the truth comes out, that the truth comes out in a way that harms no one and comes out quickly. And if any harm is done, it would only be the karma of those who have earned it by doing evil deeds, but it shall only be the exact karma that they earned, and no more and no less. Let it be done in Jesus' name. Okay, so there is our intention. Let's feel into where we're at with this. The words are spoken, it is done. It is done in Jesus' name, it's done. The power has gone out. I see the lawsuits being successful. I do see that being successful. Now, there was something else that I had on November 7th that says it's time to lay the groundwork for the changes we want to make and for real victory. That's probably going to become a whole other series of videos, but let's just get it started now. Let's have the spiritual foundation be laid in the United States of America for a country that truly has freedom and equality, where liberty and justice for all is not just something we say in the Pledge of Allegiance, but is the real nature of our country. Let that be done. Let that be the changes that are being made. Regardless of who's in office, let that be the foundation of the nation. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to maybe do some tarot cards and just see what we need to know about the election. And I'm going to say, a lot of creators are like, basically YouTube will like throttle views on this video. I'm well aware of that not a lot of people may see this one because this is kind of a wild conspiracy theory. Again, I want to know whether it's true or false, and the only way to know is to hand count those votes. So, and that's what the Election Truth Alliance lawsuit is for hand counting those votes in Pennsylvania. So they just want to know. We're not saying that we need to change it, although I am saying that, but we really just want to know. So let's find out. All right. November 9th, 2025, energy around election interference, potential, allegedly, election interference. I probably should say entertainment purposes only. All right. I think we are here with that. Okay. The current situation is the Hierophant reversed. Wow. The authorities of the government are upside down. Okay. Great. The challenge is the Page of Cups reversed. So, is there some immature emotional energy around this? That's a good question. I mean, I feel like yes, we have a toddler in chief. And I mean, cheating is such a juvenile thing, right? And like when Elon Musk's kid said like, they'll never know, you're not the president, you need to go away. It's like this is like a juvenile fucking game being played at like high levels of power. So that is wild. The goal here, oh, got a naked card. The moon? Well, yeah, the goal is for the things that are hidden to come out into the light. Yes, that is the goal. I love how tarot cards don't lie. I love that. Subconscious influences are the Queen of Cups. There is divine feminine energy, the water energy. It's like, wow, maybe it's even the denial of the divine feminine energy in this nation. The thing about a woman's intuition is that we often feel when something is off, and maybe something's been off for a while. Maybe something's been off for a very long while, and maybe it's time for what's off to be on again. And that's this divine feminine intuition. It's coming back. It's bringing it all into place, which I love. Great, thank you. In the past, we had the Page of Swords reversed. So we thought we could do whatever we wanted. We took bold action on it. And I do feel like a lot of American history is just like people running wild and doing whatever they want. And I mean, that is what freedom is to some extent. So it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just this is how we got to where we are. In the future, strength. And this is the inner strength, strength of character. And I love this. I love to say, if this is true, we'll have real strength as our country goes on in the future. So I'm here for it and here for it. Where we find ourselves. Oh, I always shuffle this card in because I like it. You're a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities through this deck. May you find a path to your best self. Now, I'm going to take this a little bit personally. I don't know, myself and probably a lot of other people in the 4 a.m. club, this is, and a lot of the readers, and like I always turn off the videos that are talking about healing and finding the path to your best self through the current events that are happening, but there is truth to it. I just don't watch them because I already know that that's kind of the game that's going on. So this is an inner game. Almost doesn't matter whether the election results are true or false. What is your life? What are you doing to take the hand that you've been dealt, and to make it a badass life full of possibilities? Love that. All right. Here we go. The views of others is the Knight of Swords. We had the Page of Swords reversed in the past. The Knight of Swords is like a more powerful, direct action, physical reality action. And it's like more of an adolescent, masculine energy. And that really is. So, like, along with that Page of Cups reversed, I mean, this is really like the Wild West. We can do what we want. This is how the rest of the world is seeing our nation right now, and with good reason. The hopes and fears for this is Eight of Swords. Like, people are afraid. Like, we think we can't do anything about it. We think that our hands are tied. We think that we don't have power, but we do have power. Now, I'm putting several links in the description of this video, links to the lawsuits from Smart Elections, Rockland County, New York, and the Election Truth Alliance lawsuit in Pennsylvania. There's links to this This Will Hold Substack, which has a lot of, like, really gets into it. I mean, right now there's so much information coming out about potential election interference. Like, I can't even keep up with it. I've linked to many things. There's that book, German Gunner by Adam Zarnowski, which doesn't directly address the election interference, but talks about the global sex trafficking rings and the power structures that kind of hold it all up. And it's all very interconnected and related. So there are a lot of resources that I'm linking. But the one that I really wanted to mention was the Remove the Regime action. Day of action is 3 days of action in Washington, D.C., November 20th through the 22nd. I'm only able to be there on the 22nd for the protest, but the 20th and 21st, actually probably more important, the group will be basically like lobbying Congress to impeach and remove this regime. I think it's going to be very big. We have power, and that's not the only thing you can do. People are protesting against ICE, like in your communities. People are doing a lot of things. There's so many people fighting, so many of us. That's why this Eight of Swords is reversed. It's an illusion. It's an illusion that we don't have power. We really have so much power, and it's just a matter of using it and trusting in God, trusting in the universe. So the outcome, the Nine of Wands reversed, is not something that I would think is related. So it's like we feel like we climbed up this mountain, like you got up to the top and they're still gunning for you. What does it mean being reversed? I don't know. I'm going to have to read the description of this one, so please forgive me for that. If I can read it, I got new contact lenses and they are annoying. Okay, it says you've got your fighting gear ready, your wands all stacked neatly, and a wall of defense backing you up. You're prepared for a good fight. It's time to wrap those knuckles and get dirty. There's a battle ahead, so don't compromise. You have the strength and courage to stand your ground and defend what you have built. So I feel like this is saying that it's on. When that information comes out, it is on, but we are set up to win. We're set up to win. And I'm going to take this reverse to mean that there is still something that I need to do to guarantee that victory. So in Jesus' name, let the people bringing forward these lawsuits be protected. Let them be vindicated with whatever the truth actually is. And when the truth comes out, let it not be suppressed. Let it not be suppressed. Let it not be held back from the people. Let the truth come out and go forward boldly in a way that everyone can see it and everyone gets the information, and we get to decide how to move forward from there. In Jesus' name, may it be so. All right. I want to thank you guys for coming to this video. I'll link the resources in the description and hope you guys have some happy manifesting. Love you all. Thank you.